Hey, what's up, guys? Brandon from East Tennessee Poo Patrol here. I wanted to come to you with another video to give you a more in-depth update on how everything's going. It's actually, it's great. So we started off a little slow because, multiple few reasons. We started off a little slower because, honestly, we were scared to rush right into it. I know they say just go ahead and dip your toes in and go right in, but, more so me than my brother. I feel like I wanted to get my ducks in a row and get things lined up, but we've sped through some things and we've kind of trialed and errored through some things, and we're slowly going. We don't always agree on everything. That's another thing. I say a partnership it's not been bad because me and my brother get along really well, but I do think we disagree on some stuff. So as far as like the sole proprietorship versus partnership, I think if it's someone that you have a great relationship with, that you can see each other's points of views and work through things, I think a partnership will work great for you guys. But it has to be someone you can do that with, and I'm able to do that with my brother. We don't always agree on everything, but we do try to see each other's points of view. And so instead of the sole proprietorship, we could have both did our own thing. But I know if y'all are watching back at the beginning, I talked about how we did a partnership. So with that being said, I handle one area of East Tennessee and he handles the other area that's about an hour and 10 minutes away from me. So we've seen the benefit of being together as a way to build up the brand a lot quicker, because the goal is for me to be the boss of my region and him to be the boss of his region, and us eventually hire employees one day. That's the goal. That's going to take a while. But you never know. I mean, 2-3 years from now, we could both have multiple employees and be kind of just living life, that's the goal. It's going to take a lot of hard work. So updating y'all where we're at and how this partnership thing's going so far. We started, now we got our tax ID and all that stuff in April. It's July right now, and we technically, I guess, became a business in April, but we really didn't start then. We didn't start pushing real hard to get clients and things like that. It's really since we came back from a family vacation that we've started actually trying to pursue clients and this and that. And right now I am sitting with, and that was just, we just got back from vacation recently, so he's got a couple clients now, I believe, and I have 3 right now. They're all great clients, really nice neighborhoods, big homes, but the perfect homes. All 3 of them have really big homes and really nice neighborhoods, and they have nice little gated backyards for their dogs, so their dogs don't run wild all over the whole property. Literally the ideal perfect homes. One of them I got on twice a month, one of them I got on weekly, and one of them I just got on twice a week, which is awesome. As far as like our rates, I feel like we're pretty competitive for our area. We might be maybe $1 or $2 more than the few competitors we have, but I don't want to sell ourselves short, man. It's a lot easier to drop down the road if we're too much than it is to get customers and then try to increase. In my mind, I feel like if you do a great job, most customers aren't going to care about an extra $1 or $2 if you have good systems. We use Sweep and Go, so we have a great system, a great processing system. That's all awesome. It's very efficient. We got field tech apps that notify them when we're on the way, things like that. So it's going good. The customers that I have so far, they really love it, and it's going really great for them. But so for twice a week, we start out at $15 an hour for one dog, twice a week. So that's $30 a week, basically $15 per visit if you do twice a week. If you do weekly, it starts out at $18 for one dog for one visit a week. And if you only want to do twice a month, there is an incentive to, the higher number of frequency. If you do twice a week or weekly, it lowers your rate each time. If you only do twice a month, it's gonna be $26 for one dog. And because it's twice a month, I do have to have an incentive for them to want to do more services with us. So basically, every additional dog, we just add $3 to that. So that's what we've stuck our pricing at throughout this process. Like I said, we chose Sweep and Go. It was a much easier platform than Jobber to me. A lot more easy to navigate and learn and use, and it's geared towards the pooper scooper industry. So that's what we've started using. I love it so far. It's great. We're doing the middle tier that I think is about $69 per user, and it's perfect. I don't need any more than what it offers. It's perfect. It's been perfect. What else? I've went over this in past videos, but we're using the Quickies dustpan and the Corona, I think it's the G2 350 rake. That's been great. It works awesome. I'm using a 13-gallon bulk buy bags from Sam's Club. Those have been perfect. And honestly, I've seen this recommendations from a lot of pooper scoopers. We don't do haul away, and nobody has minded at all. I put it in the terms and conditions that we double bag with scented bags and we put in the customer's trash disposal bin, and nobody has said a word about it. It keeps our vehicles from stinking because we have SUVs, and it keeps us from having to make extra trips to haul it off. And in my area personally, you have to charge to dump that stuff, so there's nowhere I can dump it for free, which sucks. So that's been great. So that's what we're doing. We're leaving it in the customer's bin, and there's been no complaints. From my understanding and talking to others, it's very rare that that's a problem for anybody. What else? Triple check your yard. I thought that I could do 1 pass and 2 passes, and that would be all I need. I've learned that I'll do 3 and 4 passes, and almost every time on that 3rd or 4th pass, I find one extra pile that I'm like, how? I swore I was done. I swore I didn't miss anything, and then there's always one more just sitting there, and I'm like, I don't know how I missed it, but I missed it. So it's a good idea when you're starting to triple check or quadruple check, maybe, if it's if it's not a massive yard. And I kind of like a fantasy football draft. I've done the whole mock. You do a fantasy football draft. You start here and you go woo. Then the second round you come down. Then you come down. It's like a snake draft. Well, that's how I do the yard. Almost like a snake draft. And then I come up this way and I snake it the opposite direction. And then I go over it again one more time, and I do a quick perimeter walk around the edges, and I'm done. And that's been working really great for me. I've been going a little cheap on the disinfectant, where we just started out, and some of those disinfectants like Kennesaw and stuff are my phone's about to fall over. Okay, it's good. It's windy out here. I know Kennesaw and some of the others are kind of pricey, so we've decided to go, for the time being, until we build up our business, we use Clorox. You just mix a very small amount and dilute it with water, and we've used that. Just don't do it in the customer's yard because it wouldn't be good for their grass. I do it at the edge of the road where the gutter area is, and in the road there. Park on the road, do it in the road, clean our shoes off, clean the bottom of our dustpan off, and spray our rake down, and it's all good to go. What else? I've had everybody sign up through card on Sweep and Go, which is great. And we've had one customer want to do check, and she was an older customer, and that seems to be sometimes the ones that will sometimes ask for check over card. But she did end up, we told her, this was one of the agreement or things that I don't think me and my partner necessarily agreed on, but for now we're going with card, and I think it's the right choice. It'll to be determined what we decide to do in the long run, but it's very, very, very rare somebody's gonna not do business with you because you only take card and not check. That they will only want to do check. And she ended up doing card, and that was fine. So I didn't lose her, and that was great. And it's way more efficient for us. And my thought process on this, tell me what you guys think, but I believe it's good to streamline your operations. It's 2025. It's so much more efficient. I can auto charge them every month. We ain't got to worry about going to the customer's house. And here's the problems you can run into with checks. With checks, you can go to the customer's house to collect the check for the month, and they're not home. And you don't want to do their service and not get paid for it, or not know if you're going to get paid for it. So that creates a problem there, and you don't want to sit around waiting at their house, because time is money, right? You want to get to your next yards. So that's the one problem you can run into. They're not home, and then you have to skip. And then what happens when you skip and you come back to service them the next day? Well, now their area, you service their area on Wednesdays because your route for that city is on Wednesdays, and I'm going the opposite direction and work in this area that's 45 minutes from that area the next day. So now I'm gonna have to fit them in to another day on the schedule that doesn't align with the route I had set for them for that day. And it's an inconvenience, and it's time. It's more time. Another thing, their check could bounce. And then what are you doing when you should be off hanging out with your kids? You're on the phone trying to get a hold of your payment chasing. Hey, so-and-so, or they're not answering, you're payment chasing, you're continuing to skip their job. It's just a mess that you don't need to deal with, because facts are 1 out of 50, probably more. I dare to say 1 out of 100 may have a problem with you not accepting check over card. At the end of the day, I think being able to streamline your operations using card is so much more beneficial. It's going to be faster, it's going to be quicker. You don't have to worry about collecting those checks, you're not going to have to waiting on the payments. I'm just going to hit one button when I wake up and check my invoices on Sweep and Go each morning. Bang, charge, bang, charge, bang, charge. We charge prepaid for the month, not postpaid. We got our money, boom, I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm not payment chasing nobody. We pay, we do our month's work. It's great, and there's no phone calls to be made, there's no payment chasing, there's no worry about balancing checks, and it's just so much easier to track as well, in my opinion, when it comes to paying out to me and my brother. I can see all the card charge amounts and which customers were mine, and I just think it makes the most sense. So that's where we're at right now. We're doing just the card thing. I like it so much better, and we'll see how it goes. When we start hiring employees, I don't want my employees wasting time trying to collect checks. I want them house. Get as many done as you can in an hour, because time is money, and we're trying to make this a big business. Where else are we at here? I think that's most of my updates for now. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but I just wanted to give y'all my next update, and this one is more geared towards like how we've done things so far, and the direction we've started to go, and the routes we've started to go, and it's been great. My first customer is able to cover all of my CRM price through Sweep and Go for me, so that takes care of that. And then I think I have extra $15 left over for that month that I keep in the account. I've been able to cover and fill my gas tank with no problem, and I've been able to keep a lot of extra cash from the other customer I have that just goes straight to me. And like I said, I only have 3 clients, but if you break it down, they're all taking me about 10 minutes a yard. And for the amount of times that I'm in their yard scooping, I spend 2 hours and 10 minutes scooping. So 2 hours and 10 minutes in the yard scooping. And the amount that comes to that I was making roughly per hour was like $149. If you broke it down, those 2 hours and 10 minutes I'm actually in the yard scooping a month right now is $149 out of my pocket per hour. So that's good. Now the only thing to do is to keep increasing that clientele, and then, you know, it's just gonna get better and better and better. But right now, for the amount of time I'm in the yard scooping, to the profit margin, it's great. It's a wonderful business, guys. Don't expect a get rich quick scheme, but just be realistic and don't sell yourself short on your pricing. I say start a little higher and bring in the right clientele that you want to grow your business. Because if you just start flooding posts with this and this and this and this and this 7, 8 different 9 different platforms and this and that, and you just take anyone and everyone, and you're begging people, and you're trying to talk people into it and this and that, oh, come on, all right, well, I'll take this on the side, or I'll just collect cash when I come to see you, and you do all this stuff. It feels good starting out because you're like, hey, I'm getting something for this. But it's it's just slowing you down in the long run. You got to think long game, guys, because you think long game and you build up that clientele and you get into these good neighborhoods and you target your audiences, you're going to get great customers. You're not going to have customers that you have to hassle with for payments. You're not going to, you want these card customers that are cool with auto charging every month, that live in very nice neighborhoods. And it's just so much easier to deal with. It's going to save you a major pain in the neck, guys. I'm telling you. And it's going to be a slow process, but once you build it up, you'll be thankful for the target audience you have, and that you've built up a great customer base of great people that just align with your goals. So that's where I'm at, guys. I hope everybody's business is going well. Tell me how you guys are doing and what you think and what some of the things that you guys are doing. But until the next one, again, this is Brandon with East Tennessee Poop Patrol, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. God bless.